What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Triple D's Comics. Today I'm going to talk about the comics that I'm most excited for coming out this week, so I'm just going to get right into it. First up, we have Batman Lost. Batman Lost is very important to the Dark Knight's Metal story that's going on right now. Back in issue 2, Batman was sucked into the Dark Multiverse, and for the most part, we don't know what he's been dealing with or what's been going on with him. Since everyone is waging battle with the Dark Knights, Superman is currently powering the portal that's keeping them there. So Batman's been pretty much absent throughout this entire conflict in the DC universe. This issue is going to help us get an idea on what's going on, and maybe it'll show him coming back to get into the thick of the conflict, considering there are only 3 issues left in the main line of Dark Knight's Metal. So he's probably going to make a comeback or appearance sometime soon. And I believe this issue is going to be very, very strong, not just because of what this means for the story, since there's probably Batman coming back, but it's written by Scott Snyder, and Scott Snyder is probably the best writer of Batman in the history's creation. Some people have been like that I say that, but Scott Snyder is very, very good. Next up is Royal City 7. Royal City is probably my favorite comic series out right now, written by my favorite writer in comics, Jeff Lemire. God praise his name. Royal City is a story about how a writer comes back to town because he hears that his father's fallen ill, and it's around the anniversary of his brother's death, and the current story arc is currently going over the last week before Tommy Pike dies, who is the brother of Peter Pike, with the supposed main character of Royal City, though it feels like it's more of an ensemble story. Royal City is it's so unique in just what it's about. You know, a lot of comics are about superheroes or people with fantastical abilities, or dealing with, fantastical ideas like time travel or supernatural creatures, or, some larger than life idea. And Royal City is so unique in that this feels like this could be happening somewhere, anywhere on Earth right now. Granted, there's a little bit of a supernatural part of it, but it's not it's a facet of the story. I don't feel like it's what makes a story what's so great, but it's just like a character study. It's a deep dive into each individual character and how living in this place called Royal City affects them. And it's such a unique premise in the comic space that I've read anyway, and I love it so much for it. Next up, we have Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, which is basically I wouldn't say the main Green Lantern one, because there's just the Green Lantern Corps and then Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps. Basically, this is just about Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. I don't read DC's Green Lantern. I'd like to, because it looks like it's cool. Reviews say that it's probably one of the better ones in the Rebirth line right now, but there's so many comics out right now, it's hard to, stick with a single one, but Green Lantern is one I would like to get into. But Green Lantern Corps 32 is just basically the continuation of the Bats Out of Hell storyline that we saw in Flash 33 and Justice League 32. In this story, it just focuses on Hal Jordan doing battle with the Dawnbreaker, who is basically Dark Universe Bruce Wayne Green Lantern. I'm not sure what to expect from it. I'm not familiar with Hal Jordan and Green Lantern Corps comic at all, but DC Dark Knight's Metal has been an overall fantastic story, and Bats Out of Hell has been fantastic so far, so I'm confident that it's going to be very good from what I've been reading. Next up, we have Port of Earth #1. This is for all you out there who are looking to get into comics or looking for a new comic to come out. It's Image. Image has just been like, you know what, we've been at it for 25 years. Everyone gets a comic. They're like Oprah of comics. You get a comic. Everyone gets one. And a lot of new ones have come out in this past year. But Port of Earth has a very interesting premise. It's kind of a twist on the alien idea. It's like, what if they came to Earth, not here to conquer or here to be friends, but they're here for business. You know, they want to open up a port on Earth, and in exchange, we get advanced technology, which I think, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. They're looking to make more money. They found this place, give them some, you know, it's a very, very political reason to come to Earth. So I thought that was a very interesting premise. I don't know how strong the story is going to be. That will only time will really tell from that. But the premise itself was caught my eye. So I thought this is something I'm pretty excited for this week. I'm going to see how that turns out. Lastly, and first time it's ever made it on my list, is a Marvel comic, which is surprising because I don't really dig Marvel comics. I'll talk about that later. This week I'm excited for Daredevil 595, which is the Mayor Fisk part 1 of the storyline. Why I'm excited for this one? Because there's a lot of cool Marvel comics coming out this week. Falcon 2, Moon Knight #1, who I'm very interested in getting into. But Daredevil because I saw the Netflix show. I dig what the character's like. I imagine if the character's anything like that in the comic book, then I'm in for a good time. And from what I read in Defenders, which I haven't actually read another one of, I don't know when the next issue is coming out for that, but from what I read in Defenders, the setup for Mayor Fisk seems really, really interesting. And I like the idea of Matt Murdock basically having to fight all of Hell's Kitchen as opposed to just the Kingpin. So it seemed like an interesting enough premise. I'm excited to read it, and I hope it turns out that it's good because Marvel they haven't won me over yet. I'll still read some of their comics, but they haven't gotten me yet. That's it for the comics I'm excited for this week. Remember to comment on this video, like it please, that'd be pretty dope. But mostly just comment, likes, subscribes. I'm indifferent toward, but just comment. You get a chance to win a free comic. And I'd really like to talk about comics with people, in the comments. Learn what's coming out, what's good, what's not good, etc., etc. Things like that. So remember, don't forget to comment on this video, win a chance to get a free comic. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you again Wednesday for New Comic Book Day.